Thanks so much for hanging out with me as I show you the space. I'm honestly just very grateful to be living here and very grateful to have been able to put this together. Every morning I wake up and I'm like, wow, you know, I'm just really grateful for you to be on the journey with me, and I hope you like my aesthetic. Again, this is like the first house that I've ever decorated, so through the years, I know that I'll just improve and do things better, but I think I did a pretty damn good job. It really is all about the feeling that you get in your home. Since homes are so personal, it's like, well, how do I feel here? And I'd say that I just feel so relaxed and inspired and calm, and it's really everything I could have ever dreamed of. So thank you for being a part of making this a reality for me, and I appreciate your support. I appreciate you rooting for me. I feel like you are always so supportive. Like anytime I go through my comments, it's just really people kind of cheering me on, and I appreciate that and I value that so much, so thank you. I know this isn't the first video of mine that you watched, so you might as well just subscribe and watch them all. All right. Oh my gosh, hello, welcome to my house. Hello. Welcome to the home. Ugh, I love when you open it, it goes front door. We're secure in here. Anyways, hi, welcome to our house. I realized this week that we're at the point where I can share the full furnished house tour. I mean, you're never really fully done. Homes are ongoing things. You trip and fall every weekend and buy cute little knickknacks for around the place. But we're close enough. So come on in. I'll give you a little debrief on my style and our choices. And then let's get into it. I'm gonna be very detailed. I wanna show you every little thing. I'm very proud of the job that we've done. It's not too shabby. All right, come on. Do you like that stuff?
I liked it, yeah, that's cute. That was a nice intro.
Okay, I don't know if I'm doing a good job. I feel a little pressure, I'm not gonna lie. Because I watch so many house tours, and all these bitches got good houses, so I'm like, what's up?
I think ours is pretty up to par.
Okay, anyways. Okay, so welcome. This is our house. We've been here for about 6 months now. And I remember the first time that we saw it, we weren't even thinking about leaving LA. So this was the first house that we saw here. And Henny and I looked at each other and we were like, whoa, like we fell in love with this house. I think it took us a little bit more time to really decide on moving here. But then once we made that choice, we knew this was the house for us because we have looked at countless homes. We went into escrow once in LA, and thank God we didn't end up in any of those houses, am I right? We look back at them on Zillow and we're like, ooh, not the vibe. So yeah, this is it. Where should I start?
I think in the dining room. I love this little.
Henny's filming, by the way, so. Okay, so welcome. This is the dining room. This is what you see when you enter the house. And I really wanted to go for a vibe that wasn't so predictable, and I wanted it to kind of stand out. I feel like a lot of people do the wooden tables, the wooden chairs, and I've noticed lots of modern farmhouse, which I definitely can appreciate, but I just wanted to do something that was a little bit more unique. So we went with this concrete table, and it's from CB2. I feel like it looks interesting, and should we let Lua outside?
I think we should let Lua out. Go grab Lua real quick.
Keep him entertained in the meantime. Oh, good.
Lua has her own room. First of all, we'll get to that part. You guys are gonna see everything, but check this out.
We're showing everybody your house, Lua. This is Lua's house. We just live in it.
No jumping. No jumping. Hey.
So the chairs that we chose in the dining room, I feel like you don't really see this in a lot of people's houses. At first I hated them, and I was like, why do the chairs look like the inside of a Tesla, you know? But I've grown to really like them. They have this little black detail on the back of it. Also, I'm gonna be linking everything down below. Reason being is because I don't remember where half of this is from, so if I link it, then you just have exactly what it is, exactly what the price is. You can buy it if you want, or if you're just curious, you can feed your curiosity, but I truly don't remember where these are from. And we wanted to get funky at the end chairs, so the vision we were kind of thinking was like his and her chairs at the end of the table, and these are just bleh. So for the ends of the table, again, I wanted to do something a little bit less predictable. So these are the his and her chairs at both ends of the table, and they're just really cool, and they're unique, and they're comfy, and they are the perfect chair for sitting crisscross while you eat, which I definitely do all the time, so love that for me. Again, from CB2, this rug is from Rugs USA. It's just like simple, you know, it's like it'll ground the space and it has like all the right colors. I felt like a big plant was definitely necessary here. Because I have so little color in this house, I definitely try to do a lot of plants so that you at least get like pops of greens and some feelings of life throughout the entire space. You'll see a lot more plants. And this is my gallery wall. So initially here, I was thinking about putting up like these big art pieces, but it seemed kind of impersonal. And I wanted to do some like homier little moments around the house. So this is from Target, and it was so much easier than I thought it was gonna be because it came with a template, and you just put the template on the wall and it tells you exactly where to put each picture frame. So it ended up being really easy. I got 2 different sets of the Target gallery walls and just put them like on top of each other. These pictures are cute, but they are temporary because the printer was like running out of ink when we printed them. Now they're like sepia, so they're temporary, but yeah. So this lamp, I am so in love with it. I just think it's so simple and beautiful and like industrial and modern and unique and fun to look at. It's from Pottery Barn, and I just love it so much. It really shows off how high the ceilings are. And yeah, I think initially the lamp that was here, if you remember, was the one that kind of looked like Beauty and the Beast. So she had to go, and I love this vibe so much. Also, like through trial and error, we've gotten really good at like buying random stuff like this for around the house as decor. Like we got this from some random store here called At Home, right? I don't know where this is from, but you'll like, as we started like shopping for the house, we started getting better at finding pieces like this. And like these little pampas, I just searched on Amazon pampas and threw them around random little spots in this house. This was a newer addition. Honestly, like for a little bit, the house was kind of looking like a museum because it didn't have as many functional things. But as you start living at home, you start realizing like some things that might not be the prettiest to the eye are like a beautiful piece of furniture, but you are gonna need somewhere to put your shoes. So we got these, and I tried to make them like more of a moment by adding like this, which is aesthetically pleasing to the eye. But at the end of the day, you really just need some things like this sometimes, and it does give the house an element of coziness and comfortability. I'm not sure if that's an actual word. Okay, now I'm gonna take you guys to where the magic happens. And the magic happens in the office because that's where the videos get conceptualized and edited, and lots of brainstorming happens in here. We have our famous Monday morning meetings in here, which I love and look forward to. They're always very productive, and I feel like this space came out exactly how I would want it to come out. Like it honestly surpassed my expectations. Something that I loved about this room when we toured the house was A, how much natural lighting it gets. It just has like the most beautiful flow of sunshine throughout the day, which makes it so nice to work in here. And B, this crown molding detail is so beautiful, and I just love it so much. And I feel like the symmetry in this room is off the charts. Like it's just so like symmetrical, and I love it. So this is Henny's desk, this is my desk. Both of these desks are from CB2, and they were on the cheaper end of the spectrum in regards to like what the other desks cost. So that's why we went with these, but I ended up really being a fan of this. This is from my old apartment. It's from Urban Outfitters Home. We added these black floating shelves as a place to put camera equipment, batteries, lights, anything like that. These little baskets are from Target. They're really, really cute. And the plants just give it life and something pretty to look at. There's always gonna be a candle on if you walk into this room during a work day. We're like obsessed with candles, so we always have candles littered. And there's just like always a candle lit. I'm honestly surprised that there's not one lit in here right now because there's always one. I have this snake plant in the corner. If you're like beginner level plant shopper, I highly recommend getting some snake plants because they're beautiful and they're pretty low maintenance. Yeah, these are some black office chairs, very comfortable. Oh, I feel like I'm a fancy person with this iPad stand. I love stands like this in the office. I have my phone FaceTime stand, which is super helpful. I'm a big FaceTimer and I like to have my hands while I FaceTime. And ooh, let me show you the seating area in here. We're gonna do like this beautiful seating area. I'm thinking like a cowhide rug, 2 leather swivel chairs to really give it that like office vibe, like the low ones that are like right here, like the low wide, like bougie ones, you know what I'm talking about? So these chairs are from West Elm, and I love that. West Elm or Pottery Barn?
West Elm.
Okay. These chairs are from West Elm. I love them so much. I feel like the leather vibe really works in here because it is an office. So this like leather kind of vibe just like works for the space that it's in. I don't think that I could pull off this material anywhere else in the house. You know what I mean? But I put a fake cowhide rug to ground the space. I'm also a big fan of how interesting these little tables are because there's 2 of them. They're different sizes, different heights, keeps it interesting. And I love having this seating area as an available option because anytime somebody comes here to talk business, they have a place to sit down. So during the Monday morning meetings and throughout the week, we will always reference these whiteboards, and it's very easy when choosing a whiteboard to pick one that kind of makes it look like a classroom, like you know the ones with the silver borders. So that's definitely what I was trying to avoid, and I found these on Amazon, and I think they're so seamless. I love that they have no edges, and they're just gorgeous. Like I just love these whiteboards. I think they're so beautiful. The only thing that isn't done in here, which I haven't shown you, is we're getting a TV here. I got a little Cyber Monday TV for 200 bucks, and it's a great size, and it's gonna go right here. So I'm gonna attach a webcam to it so we can have our little Monday morning meetings via Zoom, or so like anytime there's a FaceTime, it can be up here and everybody can be kind of in the loop. The only like fail with this room though is this standing desk, which in theory was a great idea, and it was very expensive. You're supposed to put this on top of the desk and then you could stand and work, and we never use it. Okay, so welcome to the living room. This is kind of what you see first. And this is the living room. Let me give you the tour. Okay, so these are little decorative end tables. Again, I'm gonna link where it's from. I have no clue. They're very cute and different looking, but I am gonna be honest, I never use them. They're kind of small and I feel unsafe putting any liquid on top of it, so I guess it's decorative. Okay, so this is the space. I love how much light it gets during the day. I can't wait to show you the outside of the house, by the way. It really is everything. Okay, so this is the coffee table. I got this at CB2. It spins around, which actually is super functional because you could be like eating on the floor with your food on one end and your drinks on the other end, and you can spin it and it's a whole little mood. Also, I'm very obsessed with this piece of wood. I feel like these, what are they called? Cutting boards are difficult to find when they're small and oddly shaped, but it's the prettiest thing to set little candles on top of or decorative things. So yeah, I'm constantly on the look for little ones, and I want even smaller ones because I want to do like an even smaller one somewhere with just like one candle on top. I just think it's the cutest little vibe. This is my couch. It is the Cloud Couch replica from Living Spaces. So as you know, the Cloud Couch is like 20 grand. I will not be paying 20 grand for me to lay my ass down on a couch, but I did get the replica, which I think was like 3 or 4 grand. So much cheaper option. I love it. They came in a bunch of different colors, and I chose this one. It was, I think like oat or flax or something like that, but it's definitely not white. And I remember at first I was like, oh shoot, should I have gotten like a whiter, more bright white couch? But I ended up being super happy with it because I just feel like white couches are better for cool tones. So like if you look over the ocean or something like that, then those pure white couches look really good. But since it's like desert vibes here, I was like, oh, this is perfect. You know what I mean? I feel like it's like cool but warm. I don't know. Me trying to act like I know about what I'm talking about is definitely funny. I also got this massive rug to kind of ground the space. It has a nice texture. It's kind of already stained in different places, but I'm planning on getting one of those spot cleaners from TikTok, so hopefully that'll solve all the problems. Okay, now when we moved in, none of this was here. It was just big white wall, and that's about it. So we chose to build this custom console, I believe that's what it's called, because the furniture for below a TV was actually super, super expensive. And we found this console for under the TV. We had to buy like 3 of them to lay them in a row to make like one big piece. And they were so expensive, and they were honestly not that cute. They gave me like grandma vibes. So I'm like, let's do this and just build it, and it's gonna look better. This is our TV. We actually got a great deal on it. I don't know how we got such a big TV for like so cheap. And there's a Sonos bar underneath. That was one of the unexpected upgrades from moving to from apartment to house. We use like sound bars now, and they really make such a difference in your overall movie watching experience. This black wood along the wall is called stickwood, and yeah, it looks so good. I'm so glad we did it. It's like a nice texture. I like black. I would say this is like probably one of the only super modern farmhousey moments that this house has, because I feel like all the modern farmhouse aesthetics always have like black wood, but like we did a little bit of that, and it looks really cute. We also spray painted the air vents, because at first that white thing would yell at you from across the room. It was like a big black wall and like these honky white air vents. Spray painted them black, and now they look pretty seamless. Also, I'm changing the pillows on this couch. This is my fig plant. Very hard to keep alive. Very expensive. Also, found out recently that you can get them at Costco for like 40 bucks, and this one was not 40 bucks. But you win some and you lose some. Oh, also pothos plants. Let me tell you about pothos plants. You buy them at Home Depot. They're always like 14 bucks, but when you buy them, they're way smaller and less impressive. But then you just kind of water them. They're like the easiest plant to keep alive. And then they turn into beautiful beauties like this one. Like, she's gorgeous. And she was a $14 plant from Home Depot. It's all about the water you give it, I guess. I don't know. Some other little details. I don't know, we were trying to fill the spaces here. These are from Target. This is from CB2. Random little things. Because you'd be surprised when you're like decorating a house, you need to fill these small spaces so that they don't feel like empty and your house looks like a museum. You have to make it look like a home where you can. Yeah. So behind the couch, we have this, whatever this thing is called, not too sure. These were actually really hard to find. This is probably like the funkiest piece of anything in this house. I feel like it's kind of stands out from the rest of the aesthetic because of the odd shape, but this was literally the only battery powered lamps that we could find online. Because you know, in those like bougie houses, they have outlets in the floors, so this one does not have that. But we really wanted to put the 2 lamps behind the TV for ambiance lighting, but we didn't want to run the wire, we didn't want to have to build new outlets, so we found these that are battery operated. And clearly we're not doing a good job of charging the batteries because they're dead. So, but yeah, we got a bunch of stuff. This was one of the harder parts for me, design-wise, like filling this thing. Like, I feel like in theory, things are so beautiful when they're filled up with stuff, but to be honest, I really did not know what to throw here. So Henny and I were like, the blind leading the blind trying to fill this. We're like, okay, let's get these and these, like such random things. But we did our best. I don't know what to tell you. Let's go to the breakfast nook. Oh, this is Lua's dog bed, by the way. I just put her away because I turned around for 1 second and she came back with some of my socks in her mouth, and I said, that's enough. That's enough for you. Okay, so this is the breakfast nook. When I got this house, none of this was here. Like literally nothing, but I couldn't resist because this space had like the perfect curve for a breakfast nook. So I knew that it had to be done. So we added this thing. It basically is supposed to blend in with the wall and feel kind of seamless. So they added some drywall and plaster. It all blends in, and they continued the baseboard that surrounds the rest of the house. So it's not supposed to look like it was added in, but it's kind of just supposed to look like it came that way. And I think we really achieved that. And yeah, this is the nook. I love the pillows. I feel like they're just like enough color, but like still no color at all. And they're made out of a material that is made for the sun because of where they are. Like the sun can kind of beam on them a lot and they could discolor. So these are made to withstand sunlight. I also love how huge this black table is. It's just, why am I out of breath? Hold on. Okay. I love how big this black table is. Finding a table for this space was very difficult because it's a weird size, but after lots of searching, we were able to find this massive black table, and I love it. I love the option of this space. Like, I just love having a breakfast nook. I just feel like it's very cute. These are some cute little salt and pepper shakers that Henny bought at some fancy website called Burke Decor, and it's very fancy, so whenever you go on the website, I'm always like, Burke Decor, because it's fancy. I'm so proud of this find. I'll show you the chairs later, but initially the chairs that were here gave me like grandma vibes. No offense to the grannies, but they gave me grandma vibes. So we swapped them out with these. These are from the Restoration Hardware outlet. And we drove over there in the pickup truck and we were able to fit all 4 of them. And the policy there was no refunds or no exchanges or no returning. So if we didn't like them, we'd be screwed, but we love them. That's a good thing that happened. And this lamp, I switched it out. For some reason, like the lamp that was there initially was so cute and I loved it. And like for the longest time, I thought like that was it. And then a friend suggested to switch it to something more big and dramatic to make this breakfast nook its own moment. I got that at CB2 and I am so glad that I changed it because it was just one of those unexpected things that ended up being so good. So this is from West Elm and it's part of their Ondas collection. But this is where all the fun stuff goes. So alcohol, all that good stuff. So if you come over, we're probably gonna go into here and it looks really beautiful. Again, like you end up buying like fancy busts and stuff as decorative pieces. I don't know, looks cute, ties everything in together. I learned about these things, these beads, they're decorative. This is my first time decorating a house, like I said, so I don't know what these types of things are called, but they really do make the world of a difference in your space. Like these little details rock. Love this plant, she's so big, she's so dramatic, she has so much personality, and oh we did not hang this before the house tour. I knew there must have been some things that were left unfinished. This is going to be hung, and she is from CB2, and it's like the perfect amount of like texture, color, not a lot going on, not a lot of color even, but as you have probably gathered from this tour so far, I'm a big fan of whites and creams and neutrals, so she was like the perfect little space filler for here. Okay, let's go to the kitchen, baby. I love the kitchen, I really do. Yeah, baby, this is where I cook my avocado toast every morning. I love the kitchen, it gets so much natural sunlight and it's just really beautiful. These lights were switched out. The original lights that came in this house were very glam. They were big globes and they were this gold honeycomb and it was not what I was going for, so we switched them out for these. They give me industrial vibes. They also do give me modern farmhouse vibes, so I love them. I think they really just make the space feel a little bit more elevated. Like I said, when you're putting together a home, there are gonna be some swings and there are gonna be some misses. These bar stools, I can't stand them. Every time I look at them, I get a little pissed on the inside. New ones are on the way and they are white. This was just too much color for me, I guess. I don't know. Okay, let's go over to the coffee station. So, big fans of coffee in this house. I'd say that I have anywhere between like 2 to 4 cups a day. Love coffee, I'm addicted. Yeah, so this is like the little coffee area. This is an espresso. This is our coffee sign. Not entirely set on it. I feel like it's not the vibe, but again, it's like funky, it's fun. Sometimes you just gotta have a little fun and throw some random in there and be like, it makes this place a home. You know what I mean? These have not yet been filled, but I'm thinking like coffee grinds, sugar, you know? But these cute little details, again, like makes the space feel a lot more complete. As you know, I've been making these types of coffees, the drip ones. Yeah, that's about it. I should watch more HGTV and like brush up on my homewards because I'm like, it's the kitchen, guys. Look at it. Let's go to the bedroom. Also, we got this fat mirror and I'm obsessed with it. Got it on sale, 50% off. Henny thinks the borders are too orange.
Slightly. I wish they were a little bit more like muted or like, yeah.
I feel like you wish they were a little bit more like sand, which I agree.
Yeah.
But also it doesn't bother me.
No, it's fine. I like it.
Okay. Bedroom, bedroom. Oh, did we show them this piece of art?
It was there. We didn't talk about it.
It's alt. This is a guest bathroom. Nothing too exciting. But I like that whoever built this house put personality into the floors. Cute little detail.
Cute. There's that. We did what we had to do.
Yeah. These are from Target. I believe they're from the Hearth and Hand collection. This is from...
It's from Kyle.
Oh, it's from our friend. And this we had in our LA apartment, and coincidentally it just like worked with the whole vibe over here. We were like, cactus? Not a foreshadow. Okay, welcome to the room. Love the French doors to come in. Makes me feel like quite the queen. So I love that there is a French door entrance to the room. As you can see, the vibe in here is calm. Like I just wanted the space to feel relaxing, bright, white, neutral, chill. Like whenever I come in here, I literally feel so relaxed because there's not a lot going on, yet it still feels like a complete space. These are the Gwyneth chairs. They're from CB2. I love these with all my heart. I've always wanted a house with these in them. And now having them, I'm like, oh my God, I really did that. I did that, I snapped. This is a unique piece of wood. And the place where I ordered it, like you can order 2 of them and they won't be the same because each piece is unique, which is nice. There's a fireplace. We put this on last night. Now that it's finally getting cold here, we've been using the fireplace and it's such a vibe. It makes such pretty light in the room and I love it. Again, grounded this space too with another faux cowhide rug. This is from Rugs USA and I love just small little rugs like this because they really make each space its own moment and it divides it from the rest of the room. This dresser is from CB2. At first I thought that I was gonna change these handles because they seemed a little bit too girly to me. But then after like looking at them for a while, I realized that the acrylic knob kind of just blends in. And I liked that. I liked that the knob wasn't as much of a centerpiece as it was just something to open the drawer. So I loved that. Also, I'm a TV in the bedroom type of person. I don't watch a ton of content in here, but I like having the option. Okay, so this bench, very temporary bench, don't really love her. She's from World Market and she's gonna look great in a guest bedroom down the line. But right now this is just like a temporary solution. I wanted like this other one, but then it got back ordered that never came. And it was so much cuter, but whatever, like it does the job, you know? As you can tell, like everything is just pretty like bright and white and cream and clean. And that's really how I love it. So yeah, also love the symmetry again behind me with the mirrors and the pendants hanging in front of them. It's just so symmetrical and it makes me so happy and it reminds me of The Office in the way that's like black and symmetrical. It's just nice to the eye. Another thing that I love about this room is that there's this door that leads you to the backyard, which is so nice because you can just like wake up and decide to go outside, come right back in. It's really nice. So I'm gonna be linking where I got all this stuff in the description because I cannot remember for the life of me. But what I love about these pendants is that they're on dimmers. So at night, it's nice to turn everything off except for these, and it gives it like the nicest like yellow, warm, moody lighting. Also, like I refuse to move this. I know that it's not the most pleasing thing to the eye, but I don't give a shit. I love my Amazon Galaxy Star Projector so much. So yeah, I don't care how it looks. I love it, and I will never move it. Again, another big white rug to ground the space. And that's that on that. And a big mirror. Show them the mirror. Okay, bathroom time. So one of the selling points of this house to me actually was this bathroom. I loved the peace that I felt in here. I love how white everything is. Like, they did the white flooring, the white shower walls with the marble on there, and it just felt so bright and white. And this is actually one of the spaces that gets the most amount of lighting, which is actually not a bad thing, because anytime I film any skincare content or anything like that, I always look pretty bomb, so that was a plus. The next project, though, is I'm gonna get like some skincare shelves. Because I'm so, you know, obsessed with it, I tend to have lots of it that needs to be displayed or shown. So I'm thinking of shelves and just littering this whole place with some skincare. Also, I love the view from the bathtub. You see like all these pretty flowers and you see like a little bit of the backyard, which I love. This stool for the plant is from Target. This obviously needs to be potted, but you know, you get the vibes. This is from World Market. I love this stool. When I'm lazy, I brush my teeth sitting on it. It's nice. And this wooden thing for the tub is from CB2. So this is my closet. You see this all the time. Nothing really new here. I remember when we toured this, I had never had a closet so big in my life. And I was like, oh my God, I'm never gonna run out of room in here. I ran out of room in here. Don't know how. Don't know how. I also forgot to show you the bookshelf, so let me show you the bookshelf. I probably forgot to show you because, let's be real, I don't pick up books from there and read them. But she's such a cute decoration. Okay, so this is the bookshelf. I love how black and clean the lines are. And I think the books are the only color this room has, and that plant right there. So it's nice. That's all. Next, let's do the studio. This little hallway, by the way. We got this at World Market. We got this. No idea where. This was kind of a failed arts and crafts project. We tried to redo the centerpieces that they have at Restoration Hardware, and it's kind of a disaster, so we threw it in here because not a lot of people see this area. And black face masks, ready to go. I love the black medical face masks. They're just like such a look. And you use them once and you throw them out, which I love, because I was getting to this point with the non-disposable ones where they would just like be in my car and then I'd like pick them up from the ground and like 3-day-old lip liner in there. It was disgusting. So this is the studio. I'm really just happy with how this room turned out. It's like the glam room that I pictured for myself when I was a kid, and now I'm like, oh my God, I have a place just to be girly and do makeup and do all that kind of stuff. These 2 chairs, I want to say, oh God, I don't know where they're from, I'm sorry, but they're cute, they're white. I had a similar chair like this from Target for years, and then this one is kind of like similar. There's 2 of them, and then I put this glammy shag rug on the ground to ground this space. I figured in here, like, I could be girly. Like, I remembered my first couple ideas for this room were way more outwardly girly. Like, I was thinking pink, I was thinking neon signs, I was thinking florals, and I just couldn't do it. Like, my body would not allow it to happen. I'm just such a fan of clean neutrals that even in the room where I'm supposed to have like the most fun with color, like I couldn't get myself to make those choices. But I'm happy that it ended up this way because I love it. So I added these curtains and they're really cute. I do need to take a steamer to them because they're a little bit wrinkly, but behind me I have a full view of the backyard, which is nice because I'll be like in here doing my makeup or whatever, and then I'll see Lua playing, which is always really cute. I got this built-in drawer system from IKEA custom built it because it was just a lot more of a cheaper option, and from the reviews and from what people said about it, everybody was kind of saying like, even though it's from IKEA, it's pretty good quality and it hasn't let me down yet. I love this black chair that I have to do my makeup in. It's so comfortable. Like, first of all, it's warm and it's black and it's velvet and it's so comfortable. It's the perfect height. Love her. Let me show you a little bit of how organized my drawers are. So like I have some dividers in there and there's like a good amount of structure. From living in apartments to living in a house, one of the things that I'm the most grateful for is how much extra space I have for things like this, because in my other spaces it was just a big cluster. Now I have, you know, designated spaces for where things belong, and I'm so grateful for that, because I feel like it's so much easier for me to film my videos when everything has a place to go and I'm not just like frantically looking for things the entire time. I'm a big fan of this black marble coffee table. It's from CB2. I want to say this is from, I want to say Target. I could be wrong. I don't know. I'm gonna link everything. These are just pampas, big pampas. This is ended up being one of my favorite parts of the studio because it's like my little bit of pink, you know? And it really is like a blush, but that's enough for me. I'm good. I also love this daybed. This daybed is so cute. It's like minimal, but it also has that nice velvety texture to it. What I love about this room is the texture. I even added this wallpaper to give the illusion of texture. Even though it's flat, in person it does look like, just like it's a texture because it's not that colorful, but it looks like it would feel rigid. Did I say that right? I don't know. So much texture going on. I love it. I love this plant stand thing. This is from either like a TJ Maxx or a Home Goods or one of those, and it's just really cute. Also, I love this plant, and this is another drawing or painting from Urban Outfitters Home that I brought over from my old apartment. Some people say it looks like Gigi Hadid. Some people say it looks like Kylie Jenner. I personally see Gigi Hadid. Like, this looks exactly like Gigi to me. Also, I have this mirror. This is from Impressions Vanity. Both of my mirrors are from Impressions Vanity, and this one is the best for shooting try-on hauls. Because every time I have a little try-on haul, I just take the sticky car mount, but for your phone, and I just plop it right here. Boop. And it's so easy for me to go and change clothes. Let me show you the guest bathroom. I mean, it's not the most interesting thing in the world, but while we're here, this is the guest bath. You have a his and hers sink, and yeah, we got all the little towels from Target. I thought they were really cute, black and white. And then I always leave skincare out for my guests, so I like to have things that are in bottles that don't require you to dip your finger into it, because that would be kind of gross if you're sharing that with other people. So any of the products that you kind of squeeze out, I like to put some of them in here so that whoever comes can enjoy some skincare. I feel like it's very much my aesthetic, so when people come in, I'm like, treat yourself, live life like I live mine for a little bit, in the terms of like really obsessing over skincare. So this is one of the guest bedrooms. I forgot to clear off the nightstand, but let's just pretend like it's not like that. I didn't want to do too much in this room because it's a guest bedroom. Like, you know, it's not really a place where you should dump a lot of money, but I did still want to make it look cute and put together. So I got all of this bedding at Target. It's all Casa Luna, and Casa Luna is like my favorite bedding at the moment, and like I foresee it as being my favorite bedding of all time. You can always trust it. It's such good quality, and they come in like the best colors. This is Casa Luna, this is Casa Luna. These pillows behind me are Casa Luna. I'm a huge fan of Casa Luna. Those nightstands are from Target, and the lamps above them are from World Market. I forgot to take the tag off of this nightstand, so I guess I could tell you exactly how much it costs. It was 99 bucks, which I feel like that is how much a nightstand for the guest bedroom should cost. That or less, you know what I mean? But I was not about to buy like $300 nightstands for the guest bedrooms, but I got this at Target, and the best part about this was that I got it in store. So I just put it in the car, brought it home, and same day it was done. And I actually really like it. I think it's super cute. Some other little details in the room is this basket for blankets, a TV which has its Apple TV connected to it, this little sitting area. Oh, this is the chair that I was telling you about. I had this like Target chair for years. This is another Casa Luna blanket. This is a basket that we had left over. And I was like, what should we do in here? Like, I don't know. And then I'm like, let's throw some pillows in there and make it decorative. And it actually looks really cute. This rug, I did not expect it to be this little. I picked it up at Target, and like, I guess I just didn't read it, and I thought it was gonna be a large thing, and then it ended up being really tiny, but I'm not entirely mad at it. I feel like it's kind of cute. Plant right here. Fake plant, but I won't tell anybody if you won't. And this was originally supposed to be in our bedroom. I thought it was doves, but it's definitely pigeons. So hated it for the bedroom, but in a guest bedroom, it's kind of cute. Okay, so the next room I'm going to show you is the last room in the house. It is Louis' room, and then after I'm going to show you the outside, which I am so proud of. The outside really takes the cake for me. So let me show you Louis' room, and then let's bring her outside with us. So this is just a guest bedroom. And again, lots of Target in here. This blanket is from Target. These are from Target. These are from somewhere, but they're from our old apartment and they were perfect for this room. Let me show you how good she's trained. I hope she does it right now, but let me show you how good she's trained. I open the crate and then she doesn't come out until I tell her, let's go. Don't embarrass me in front of them, Lua. Do it right. Let's go. Good girl! Good girl. So this is Louis' room. I love that she has her own space. And yeah, whenever anybody comes here, this is like one of the 2 rooms that is their option. There's a desk in here from another old apartment that I thought would be cute to put in there in case somebody wants to come get some work done. Also a Dyson to filter the air because Louis is in here. This plant to give it some life. And those paintings behind me, which are also from Urban Outfitters Home. Okay, let's go to the outside. Do you want to go outside? Do you want to go outside? I love her so much.
Let's go.
So let's go outside. Eventually, one of the things that I do want to change is I want to add those like super modern floor to ceiling, like fully glass black panels that like slide open. I'm sure you've seen them. They're not cheap. So that's why I said down the line I want to do it. But till then, this is cute. Okay. Welcome! The first time that I saw this house, I was like, this reminds me of Coachella. Like, this backyard is so peaceful. It reminds me of like Palm Springs, and I just love it so much. So this is the first like moment, I guess you could call it, and there's this couch, and this is from CB2. There's these chairs. Those are from either West Elm or Pottery Barn, and I love this black concrete table. But more, like, mostly, she likes to drink out of the pool. I don't know how to stop her from doing this.
Stop drinking the pool water.
Lua, you're gonna get sick.
Hey, stop.
So yeah, I love this little outdoor area. We installed this massive fan because it gets so hot in the summertime. And an outdoor TV, which I'm so excited about.
Oh my god, can we hide this wire?
This is real. This is me. We do need to get this hidden though, because yeah. Well, this is our outdoor TV. This is like $100 sound bar, but I swear these little sound bars make such a difference. I want to show them the swing. I love this swing. You've seen this swing. I don't care. It's so beautiful. I love just like how black and white it is. I love that it hangs from the ceiling. It's just, it's such a vibe. I also love how this backyard has so much vegetation. Did I say that weird? So many flowers. Like the bushes with all the flowers and them are beautiful. So come on over. Let me show you. Yeah, we have to remove this putting green. I don't know why there's enough putting green here. It's like ripped. Whatever. Ignore it, guys. I also really enjoy the fact that we have so many palm trees of our own. That's a fun little moment. This is a day bed. I believe this is from Wayfair. People did warn me that white furniture gets dirty, and I was like, oh, what are you talking about? Definitely got dirty. So she needs to be cleaned, but she's really cute. Then the next little moment, this was not intended to be here. Like this whole thing was supposed to be over there under that tree, but we realized that this hole in the ground is for an umbrella. So I'm like, okay. I love the black and white striped umbrella. It kind of just reminds me of a resort. I also love that there's 2 of these chairs so 2 people could like sit here under the shade and talk, and yeah, it's a vibe. And lastly, let's go over here. We have 2 of these, but it's honestly been such a whole drama getting the second one. The first one was a pain in the ass, but basically CB2 has been playing games, and we're supposed to have 2 of these, and they're like these pinstriped lounge chairs, and they're very cute. Did I do the whole house already?
I think so. I think that's kind of it. Garage.
Oh, la garage.
Let's go.
Let's go. So I did lots of cleaning before this video. I'm not gonna lie to you, a lot of the things got stuffed in here, so just close your eyes or, I don't know. But this is the laundry room, which leads us to the garage. The garage is it. So this is it. So obviously this year, I have not been able to go to any gym, obviously. And this garage gym has been quite the lifesaver. I'm gonna let Henny speak to what things are because not my forte, but I can show you my treadmill. I have a Soul treadmill. It's the one that inclines up to 15. I believe it was the one that's $1,000. I believe they have some other ones that get pretty pricey, but this one is the $1,000 one. I love doing my workouts in here every morning. Honestly, having this at home makes it so easy to not skip days because it's like you don't really have to go anywhere, so get into it. I'm gonna let Henny speak to what everything is because I'm not the best person for that.
All right, it's a super simple 1-car garage gym, but you just have a squat rack, dumbbell rack, GHD machine, 2 benches, a treadmill, and then like a little bit of a dip bar that I threw on here. And that's it. It's like super space efficient with the huge double mirror right there.
I'd say the majority of it is from Rogue.
Yeah, and then here's where we have like literally where we stuff everything else. Like these are the 3 chairs that didn't work that we're gonna sell, and like some lamps that we took down. So this is just like the reserves.
Thank you for hanging out with me for this video. I had a really great time. I also have an entire IGTV series on my Instagram where I show you the entire step-by-step process of this whole place coming together. So be sure to check that out. And thank you for being a part of my journey. I appreciate you and I love you endlessly. And I'll catch you in the next video. I hope you liked my home. Goodbye.